mentioned Juvenile Hell a little bit earlier. I think a lot of people always maybe associate the Infamous as your first album, but it was Juvenile Hell.
Yep.
Can you kind of walk me through what it was like putting out that first album? It's obviously an underappreciated album, the crazy iconic album cover, and then kind of transitioning from that to, in my opinion, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. You know, and the growth that was about a 2-year process, right? The growth between those two albums is insane.
Yeah, because you got to grow up fast when you fucking with this industry. You know what I mean? It's like, boom, we made the Juvenile Hell. We was young. I wasn't fully into my production bag, but, you know, I tried on a couple of tracks, you know, Stomp 'em Out, Hold Down the Fort, Hit it from the back. It's like,
fire.
That is the, like, you know, intro to the Mobb Deep Infamous album, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's like insight into it, like what will be to come, like, right? Nervous a little bit, whatever. Get to Loud Records, Steve Rifkin. He said, yo, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now that's even more nervous. Like, you know what I mean?
Because now it's really no direction. Like, all right, now it's
Rifkin
us.
is the man for that, though.
Right.
For sure. What more could you want?
Right.
What more of a company saying, do whatever you want?
He's like,
Rifkin was a
we
genius.
trust you.
Right. He's like, oh, you begging to do another fucking album, right? Okay, do what you want. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, it's like, okay, now it's like you get what you want, and it's like, what the fuck do you do? What do you do? And what do you do is you kind of like tune out. You tune out, you make the album, but you definitely do have other material out there that set the bar, and that would be Illmatic. So it's like, and then Wu-Tang Clan. So you looking at
36
that shit.
Chambers, Illmatic.
Right.
Yeah.
What a climate.
What a climate to
Oh
be
my
in. Yeah.
God.
And that's even scarier. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps getting scarier by the minute. You know what I mean? But hey, when you're young, you have that invincible gene. And you and you're gonna do it.
What were the bones that were kind of set? Like the first couple of joints that you guys worked on for Infamous, where you were like, okay, this is kind of what we're on right now. Like,
I would have to say Shook Ones and Trife Life.
Fire. So those, like, Shook Ones was early in the recording process?
It probably was like one of the first songs we did.
What about A Black Patty Shop?
Oh yeah.
Was that the demo?
That was just a demo. That was just
On
a
the
demo.
net. You ever heard that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
That's when you could really hear what was about to happen.
Right.
Like I feel when you hear that, it's like, oh,
that was the era of the filter.
So you guys get that, you guys figure that out, and you're like, okay. Because I feel like, you know, a song like Shook Ones is obviously, I mean, it's one of the most iconic songs ever. And then when we think about, like, I don't know if anyone's rapped over another, like, when it comes to people who like freestyle over records, it's probably Shook Ones and Who Shot You. Like,
Right.
In terms of, you know, the go-to, like, throw on a beat, let's rap. But that beat, man, is so sinister. It's so like, did you have any idea? Like, when you first cooked that up and you play it for P, what's his reaction? Because that is one of those,
Well, you know, this is the story out there where they like, oh, we had to stop him from erasing the track. Because I probably would have just turned it off. Nobody was there. They came upstairs and they was like, what's this? I was like, oh, you know, some track I made. I'm about to, you know, reset. Because, you know.
Because you weren't fucking with it.
Yeah.
You didn't love it while you
know,
were making it, yeah.
Because, you know, the confidence level wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, but that was a time when the crew came around and said, oh, yo, this is dope. When a crew was element to your tracks, but unseen, right? Because they're there, they drinking 40s and you're around, that vibe is there. But, you know, it was dope. Like, they came in the room, Prodigy came, like, nah, keep that track, and just made that
When
shit.
the beat's on and he's in the booth, is the first thing because I'm sure he's fucking around, is the first thing he says is to all the killers on the $100 bills? Is that like the first?
Right, like the ad-libs.
The
like,
ad-libs.
Yeah, and he didn't plan it, he didn't write it down. I'm sure it just popped in his head right then and there. You know, like, and that's who P was, like, you know what I mean? Just coming up with just, you know, ad-libs just out of this world.
For you, man, did you guys understand like how big of a deal it was? Because we would talk about climate, right? And at that time, Purple Tape, Illmatic, Wu-Tang. But I feel like Eye for an Eye is like one of those records that is like just such a timepiece to an era. And it kind of is like, you know, you could go back and there was a lot of posse cuts back then, But you know, some of them were like hit and miss. Like to me, this was like a record where you got like 4 of the greatest of all time, like at their peak and like delivering at their peak. It's kind of like, you know, the 72-10 Chicago Bulls season.
Right.
Like who got on the record first? Was it Ray? Was it Nas? Like,
it was Prodigy.
well, obviously, yeah.
Because he set it
So
off
from
with
the
the chorus. You know what I mean?
List.
He already did the chorus before Ray and Nas even got to the studio. So I think they was familiar with the chorus and everything like that. And they came in, and I could tell by the way they was looking and by the way they was repeating the chorus that this shit must be fire.
So they came into the studio together?
Ray and Nas, yeah.
Wow.
They came in there.
What's that night like?
You know, at the time, it's like you can't really believe you got Nas in the fucking studio. You know what I mean? And then, let alone Raekwon from, like, you know.
I mean, at the time, like you said, you guys are coming off of Juvenile Hell. The Infamous isn't made yet. The fact you guys got those guys there, that's a big deal for you.
That's how powerful Shook Ones was.
Right.
That's how powerful that song was. Like,
So the record was out while you were finishing the
Yes.
album.
So that record was
So
heating up the streets. Yeah.
because it
Ray-
came out
Ray
in
and
90,
Nas-
it came out in 94. So Shook Ones made them go, oh shit.
Let's go see what Hav got over there. Let's go see what else he got.
You know what I'm saying? So I got lucky, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Cause you know those guys don't fucking rap with just anybody. You know what I mean? Even if you're from their neighborhood, it don't matter. Like they're not gonna do a song with you. So the fact that they did, you know what I mean, just was the testament.
I think my favorite beat on the album is Give Up the Goods. Those drums are fucking
Q-Tip.
crazy.
Q-Tip, right? Q-Tip on, yeah. He's the fucking drum master.
Jesus, man.
I learned from him.
Yeah.
That
Like,
fucked all of us up back then.
Shout out to-
just trying to figure out how he was programming those drums. Even the programming on One Love.
I think
Like,
there
his
was
programming was
I
out
think
of
there
this
was
world.
a DMX freestyle or something over Give Up the Goods. Am I
Really?
tripping?
You know,
I think there was something with DMX over because that's when I first heard the beat and I went back when I was like, you understand, I was born in '87, so this
87. Wow.
Young man, he's a young man.
I'm a
Right.
Young man.
we age like milk, us whites. So.
Yeah, wow.
Might be the best snare. That snare might be the best snare of all time.
Oh my god!
Or the burn is also burn snare is a
Burn's
great snare
crazy.
too.
Oh my god!
So you know, we're working with good snares over here. It's always a good thing. You start with a good snare, it's a good day.
do
crazy.
you feel like Infamous comes out? I mean, did you guys immediately feel like cemented, like, or was that something that came with time? Like, because I feel like, you know, I feel like even when we think about Illmatic, like Illmatic, as big as it was like kind of underground. Like it wasn't
Right.
like the biggest commercial success at the
Right.
time. Like I think it just went platinum, which is crazy. Like recently.
But to us
Probably.
back then, I didn't realize that. Now, when you look back, you realize, oh, it wasn't a super commercial smash.
Right.
But for y'all, like, and by the way, shout out to Riff Kid because like Loud just had just the craziest roster of rappers of all time.
I think so.
It was just, and it was all dope shit.
Yeah.
But like you guys make the Infamous. It's a classic. 4.5 mics in the source.
4.5.
Should have been 5. Should have been 5.
4.5.
But there were some amazing albums that got 4.5. Is the pressure on for Hell on Earth?
Hell fucking yeah. The pressure was super on. It was on because I was like, I'm definitely not making nothing good as the fucking.
Yeah, like how do we follow this shit up a year later?
I said, fuck it, just make it more grimier. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Just get more darker,
Darker.
more grimier because you definitely.
It definitely
you can't
was a
compete.
darker and grimier album for sure.
Those
Can't
beats on Hell on Earth, you
Can't
go back to them right now, are like insane.
G.O.D..
Every beat. Like vultures. Give it up fast.
Yeah.
You were on, I don't know what you were on at that time.
It's like, fuck it, just go darker.